The time is 9 a.m.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM.
We are the real home of entertainment. Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan.
100.7. 100.7. 100.7.
Melody
100.7.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM.
Reset one of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7.
DFM
100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Another beautiful day is here. Melody Sunrise, or Melody 100.7 FM. Each time you hear this sound, you know it is Melody Sunrise, about to put some sunshine into the life of our people. It rained cats, dogs, hippos, elephants, tigers, every other thing you could think of last night. But this morning, the sun is about to rise yet again. And you know what? The sun rises from here. Yeah, it rises from here. And of course, Melody 100.7 FM will bring you the sunshine. A beautiful morning. I hope you're ready to flow with us this morning. How are you doing? I hope, because I understand the rain caused some devastation in some areas yesterday. People around Olonda, Akobo axis, man, some are counting their losses right now. Where it is like that when the rain is about to come and is about to go, that's what happens. It is called the battle between the southwest winds that bring about the rainfall. That's some geography I'm teaching you this morning. We'll talk more about that one at the other side. All right, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. My name is Pretty Adeguke. You call me the finest, and I'm good, very good this morning. I'm happy later to be here again. We'll bring sports very shortly. Sport Capitano in the building, as always. Of course, at the other side of it, we'll check the headlines from different dailies this morning. Now, in the assembly this morning, let me prep your mind. I'm going to be asking a question this morning. We are very good in this part of the world. We're always very good to criticize others. Always very good to blame others. But we don't check our own. We don't check our own attitude before we begin to blame others. So in the assembly this morning, do the masses, the general masses in Nigeria, the general public in this country, do they have any moral justification to even blame the political leaders? Because if you check what is going on right now, fuel is going down gradually. We used to buy 1,000 plus before. Now it's going down to about 800 naira. But if you check around, they are still increasing the transportation fares around the places. Check it out. How can you still be increasing when fuel is going down? You told us before now that you were increasing because fuel was going high. We are going to be looking through that this morning in the assembly. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about us this morning. I know some people will not be happy with what we want to discuss this morning, but who cares? We must talk about it. But we'll get to that point on the People's Assembly at 10 o'clock. Good morning. As I woke up this morning, I pray to God to give me a brand new good day. I hope you've done that same. Of course, second day of Lent, 6th day of Ramadan. May God bless our land, bring us holiness. Not just about godly and, being churches and mosques. We must bring some holiness and good spirit in our lives, as we fast this month of March. Good morning and welcome. This is a beautiful day. Here is Shama doing Ami, and that's my prayer that everything we look for, everything we search this morning comes our way. Good morning.
Timbalo, Timate, Fishe Fair, Nicori. Timbalu, Kumatu, Fishe Fair, Nicori. Timbalo, Timate, Fishe Fair, Nicori. Come a pesi wa magbani wa sabi pesi nice ya. Mo gba pajan, mo ti lẹ́nu, mo ti moyan, mo ti mo fada juice, mo ti mo laji sabana, mo ti mo laja peju, mo ti mo $10, mo ti mo ba elegushi, mo ti mo dangote, mo ti mo machala, mo ti mo bado, mo ti mo odogu, mo ti mo obio. Dama babo de bori mi sọ̀rọ̀. Kápá wọn máa ká mi ẹyin tó láyé. Bọ́ra mi sí owó mo bórí mi sọ̀rọ̀. Tìǹbálú kò máa dún bí ṣe fẹ́ nìkórí. Tìǹbálọ́ kì máa dé bí ṣe fẹ́ nìkórí. Tìǹbálú kò máa dún bí ṣe fẹ́ nìkórí. Tìǹbálọ́ kì máa dé bí ṣe fẹ́ nìkórí.
That's my prayer this morning. As we go in search of our daily bread, God will bless all our hustle, and God will open our ways. As God is opening our ways this morning, let's not hurt others. Let's bring about some good spirits this beautiful day. Because what I'm seeing in town is not encouraging at all. I mean, you find a place ordinarily when fear, before the fear went so high, that place, maybe for instance, let's say, okay, between Akobo and Gate. Yes, Akobo, Ujuri and Gate. It used to be 200 naira. Some people would even take 150 at that time, before fear was going high, going gaga. Now, when it got to some point when it went to 1,000 plus, it became 300 naira. That's times 2, right? But when the fuel started going down, are we not supposed to see the influence of the going down of the fuel? But what it is right now is they are even increasing it. They are now saying it's going to 400. They will tell you from Ujuri, Akobo to Gate is 400 naira. Why? Why? Yet such person will have the justification to be blaming Tinubu. We say Sheyi Makinde is this, Tinubu is this. We need to think about your own attitude. Every time you blame people, think about your own attitude as well. Because now the roads are even big up to Sheyi Makinde's administration. The roads are better now than before. So meaning, as the roads are better, you're consuming less fuel. Major roads in Ibadan are looking like express, Lagos Ibadan Express. So big and so clean, so smooth. We'll get to that. We'll talk about that at the other side. But I just felt we should talk about. I was coming to talk about something else this morning, but what I saw this morning, and the way they will even close their eyes and begin to tell you, man, it means we are wicked to ourselves. I bet. Let's begin to go to sports right now, Jerry. You know, when you hear this tune every morning, we're getting to sports. Most definitely, you know, El Capitano, Sport Capitano, Woman Capitano, according to Sports Marshal last night. It says Woman Capitano. I don't know where you got that one from.
He's just being jealous.
Woman Capitano.
I don't understand.
Sports. Oh my God.
Good
Sport
morning
Capitano,
to you.
good morning to you, my brother.
Good morning to
I
you,
mean,
finest.
each one every day, different T-shirt. Which one is this again? This man, we should begin to charge you for this one every day.
Well, it's not a promotional one at all.
Have we got into casino?
Campaign.
Have we arrived?
No, it ain't.
We have not arrived casino.
Yes,
Yet we are playing. And the match is tomorrow.
Well, the match is.
Will they be able to play that
Friday,
game?
tomorrow? And I got, of course, now, we'll definitely check out what authorities are saying. Although my point remains the same. You can't continue to point fingers at the government every now and then.
Definitely.
When some people were handed the responsibility to, run the affairs of this club every day. They should give us answers. They are not there to embarrass us. I mean, if they are there and things like this are happening, I mean, it's as good as they are not there.
Definitely.
That's why you are a manager. That's why you're executive chairman. You guys should come up and say, of course, the Commissioner of Sports, Honorable Wasila Adegoke, has reacted to the technical faults developed by Shooting Stars team bus while on a trip to Katina for their match against Katina United. Honorable Wasila stated that the team's bus was certified roadworthy before leaving Ibadan on Wednesday morning. But unfortunately developed a technical fault along the journey. The ministry promptly responded and resolved the issue. The train bus was repaired and proceeded on the journey. The commissioner stated that such unfortunate circumstances can happen, especially when going on a long journey. But it is the duty of the state to the ministry to make the welfare of the players and technical crew a priority. It says, and I quote, "It was a minor fault and it has been fixed. All the players and the technical crew are safe and are in high spirit for the game."
Did you say she said minor?
I've spoken to them, and it is a promise that they will be back home with the maximum 3 points. I pray, I hope. That's her statement this morning. I just have to share that.
Broke down four or five times. I say it's minor. Okay, and
well,
it was
they
satisfied.
probably know what they know what we don't know. So,
but one thing I want to ask again this morning, Capitano, is do they have a mechanic that's always moving with them?
Well, that I don't know, but they should have. They should have. That I can't confirm, but they should have one. But I can't confirm if they do. Okay. I can't confirm if they do, but they should have one. Ordinarily, they should have one. We'll come back to the NPFL definitely. We'll come back to the Nigerian League. Let's head to Europe and talk about the UEFA Champions League football, the Premier European club competition. Yesterday, of course, we witnessed 4 interesting matches, 4 games in the round of 16 of this year's UEFA Champions League. And first off, Feyenoord and Inter Milan went head-to-head. The game played, of course, in the Netherlands. Feyenoord, we thought they would capitalize on the home advantage, but it wasn't to be. Inter Milan shot into the lane in 38 minutes of that game through Thuram before Martinez made it 2 for them in the second half of that game. 2-0. Inter Milan are now victorious, and it looks as if they have... is it the 2 leg now? Is it 2 leg now? They have in the quarterfinals already. I think they are 2-0 away from home.
Most definitely, they're already there. They're already there.
They look pretty good. They can actually beat their chest that yes, we've done so well.
Exactly.
But another team that already has maybe 1.5 legs also in the round of 16 and in the quarterfinals rather is Bayern Munich, as they defeated their local rivals, Bayer Leverkusen, 3-0.
It's only 1.5. They have their full feet.
Harry Kane with the first goal in 90 minutes of that game. And then Musiala with the second goal in the 54th minute of the encounter. Before the main man himself, Harry Kane made it 2 for himself on the night. And the third goal for Bayern Munich from the penalty spot, 3-0. That game ended. And of course, Bayer Leverkusen, they had their man Mukele. He got recorded after receiving 2 yellow cards. 3 goals also, and looks like they're home and dry also. Looks like they're home and dry. Also, in Portugal, last night, Benfica hosted FC Barcelona, and surprisingly, as early as the 22nd minute of that game, Kubasi picked up a red card for FC Barcelona. And at that point, I was like, waiting to happen. Barcelona in a launch game with red card. I want to take 2 cope. Then, back and forth, first half, nothing happened. Goalless, the first half ended. And second half of that game, 61st minute of the game, Rafinha scored the only goal for FC Barcelona to ensure that they left Portugal with the maximum points and 1 goal. Barcelona, despite going a man down in the first half, they still mustered the win against Benfica.
Champion stuff.
Champion stuff, right?
Yeah. Because Benfica, I mean, they are not a small team like that. I mean, also a big European giant.
You know.
So great one for
Barcelona away from home. I'd say
commanded one foot in the quarterfinals.
Not two. Just
no, not two yet. Anything because Barcelona they can't be trusted as well this time.
You understand? You understand. All right. In France, yesterday, Parc des Princes, Paris Saint-Germain hosted Liverpool Football Club. High-flying Liverpool in the Premier League. Even in the Champions League, they lost just once was it with their last game, Seth, when they arrested everybody?
I was saying it yesterday. Those guys are not smiling, man.
They are not smiling at all. And kudos to Ancelotti and, of course, all of his players. They were in Paris yesterday, and the busiest man, no doubt, yesterday was Alisson Becker.
Definitely.
The goalkeeper was fantastic. He stopped everything that was thrown at him yesterday.
Man, that guy.
He came out this morning to say, see, that was the best game of my life.
No, I mean, why would not? I mean, he broke Pepe Reina's record yesterday now. I mean, in the Champions League.
Absolutely. Fantastic one for him yesterday. Yes, he was busy saving and 7. And, of course, 3 minutes to the end of the game, Elliott sent in the decider. The only goal.
I'm telling you.
What a goal. What a win for them.
In
France. I mean, having saved the team all day. 3 minutes to the end of the game, you got your goal, and you just wakajeje komot.
I'm telling you.
Good one for them. Don't forget, second leg next week. We're looking forward to that one. Hopefully, we'll have more. Well, some teams, like we said, already have 2
feet. Some people 1.5.
Yes, some people 1.5, and some people 1 in the second leg. We expect games, few games to still be very competitive. Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool will still be a little bit competitive in the second leg, honestly. Because Paris Saint-Germain, they would want to come and do the same to Liverpool Football Club. They would want to show that, we might not have won this thing before, but then we have some of the best players in European football. So they will also come gun blazing against Liverpool at Anfield Stadium. If they will go with a full body, you go know.
Exactly.
You go know. All right, so that's how it happened yesterday across Europe in the UEFA Champions League. And today, as expected, 2 competitions will hold today. Round of 16 as well. Europa League playoffs first would have all of their 8 games holding today. 4 will hold at 6:45. AZ Alkmaar will take on Tottenham Hotspur at 6:45. FCSB will host Olympic Lyon. Fenerbahce will slug it out with Rangers. Real Sociedad will entertain Manchester United also at 6:45. And later at 9 p.m., Ajax will take on Eintracht Frankfurt. Also at 9, AS Roma will take on Athletic Bilbao. Bodo Glimt versus Olympiacos. Victoria Pleasant will take on Lazio. That's the 4 games to look forward to in the Europa League also tonight. And then someone is talking, Ruben Amorim of Manchester United, saying that should they win the Europa League, it will change everything for them this season.
No, most definitely it will, because you remember last season they were faltering. Everybody was hating them until they won the FA Cup, and Ten Hag used the FA Cup to shock their face, and they thought that they had arrived, and problems started earnestly when we got into the new season. So that's what happens, man. So if they win it, it'll be a good one for them.
Why not? And the Conference League will have Real Betis taking on Victoria Guimaraes today at 6:45. Same time, FC Copenhagen will take on Chelsea Football Club. Molde will take on Legia Warsaw, and Panathinaikos versus Fiorentina. Borac Banja Luka will take on SK Rapid. Schalke will take on Lugano. Jagiellonia will take on Shakhtar Bruges. Pafos will take on Jogadin. Those are the games to expect in Conference League. And you're looking at the 3 European competition, and the English teams there look like the teams to beat.
Yeah, they are, because one thing.
Aside Real Madrid in Liverpool looks pretty good. They've done better than everybody this season in Champions League.
Aston Villa, good as well.
As well, right?
Arsenal, pretty good as well.
Exactly.
I mean, if you go
they all made it through automatically.
Exactly. Go to Europe.
So Europa League also.
Manchester United.
And in Conference League also, there's Chelsea.
In fact, that one says like if Chelsea cannot win that one, that means they cannot win anything again. I'm telling you. So it's like it's a good one for the English league, and it's for them to also prove their superiority over other leagues because it's looking good for them.
Looking good for them. All right, we'll see. We'll see how things pan out tonight. Those games will be played. So we have like 16 games tonight to enjoy across Europe, and you know how to do it. Do join us on the cruise later tonight as we do justice sort of those games and take predictions as well. I'm not sure. I've not gone through. I don't know if we had winners yesterday, but we'll definitely do that later today. Captain will be on standby to let us know who the winner is so that the winner will be corrected accordingly. Let's talk basketball quickly. The Cleveland Cavaliers defeated Miami Heat 112 to 107 points on Wednesday night to become the first side to book a place in the NBA playoffs. The Heat opened up a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter, but the Cavaliers mounted a late comeback to seal their 12th straight victory. The win means Cavaliers, who have lost just 10 of their 62 games this season, have assured their place in the postseason, despite still having 20 games left to play in the regular season. Talking about dominance there and a fantastic run all season long. The Cavaliers are seeking a second NBA championship to add to their 2016 triumph, on course to win this year's Eastern Conference, which would give them a top seed spot in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City Thunders are on course to become the first team in Western Conference to seal a playoff spot after beating Memphis Grizzlies 120 to 103 points also. Well, good one for the last. Quick one from the world of table tennis, where a lot is actually happening there. Let's go to Indian Wells, where Britain's Cameron Norrie made light work of Luka Nadal to reach the Indian Wells second round. Norrie, who claimed his biggest career win, a title at Indian Wells in 2021, took just 65 minutes to defeat the Italian 6-love, 6-3. Nadi memorably defeated Novak Djokovic as a lucky loser at last year's tournament. He will face Czech Republic's Jiří Lukeka next in the competition. Well, let's go back to the world of football and take a look at what FIFA have been up to. Yesterday, they had the FIFA Congress, and is it not funny that they had the FIFA Congress during this week? Decisions were made, and a member of the FIFA Congress was here in Ibadan farming.
He was farming. But he needed to make use of...
actually kick it in anyways. Yeah. So I imagine Pinnick, he has a farm here in Ibadan, right? At the Fashola Hub.
He's a big boy.
Yes, and the state hosted the president of Sierra Leone, and his farm was also, displayed and to the president of Sierra Leone. So he was there also to talk about his farm and everything. I was like, if I council meeting, they go on your farm.
I'm still wondering myself because I was thinking, if he was that important to the Congress, as a FIFA man, why would he be here when maybe...
who knows? It could be virtual. It could be virtual. Most important things that decisions were made. Most important I just have to bring that in.
I think he also, he had to take care of his own thing first now.
He's also seeking re-election into the FIFA Congress. They're having elections very soon. He's been everywhere. Last week Thursday was in South Africa to campaign and all that. He wants to return there. And one question that they were asking him is like, what have you done? You are the FIFA Council. What impact has he had in Nigeria? What are the decisions
that you're seeking re-election?
What are the decisions you've taken that has favored not just Nigeria but Africa as a continent?
Nothing I can think of.
Nothing you can think of. We mentioned it yesterday, but just to buttress it even more, the 2026 FIFA World Cup in New Jersey will make history by having a Super Bowl-style halftime show. And that's according to World Football Governing Body President, that's Gianni Infantino. He made this known yesterday. Coldplay band members Chris Martin and Phil Harvey will determine the artist who will perform. That's according to the FIFA president yesterday. Infantino revealed the decision following a meeting of FIFA's commercial and media partners in Dallas ahead of the 2026 tournament, which will be hosted in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Well, no further information about specific details or duration of the halftime show was reviewed by Infantino, because the move mirrors the show held during the final of last year's Copa America in Miami, when Colombian star Shakira performed at halftime at the Hard Rock Stadium. So anything happening that continent. Let's ensure that you have to entertain them, give them what they want. And I'm sure it will be a 15-minute entertainment show
great
for
one,
us.
Great one. And that is why we should keep begging our Super Eagles, they should help us. We need to be at that. How can we miss out of such a World Cup?
We missed the first in Middle East.
I'm telling you.
We can't miss in America.
We can't miss in America.
And we have history in America, Safe.
Definitely.
Yes, 94.
That was the first World Cup we ever went.
We can't be there.
We became the most entertaining side. So please, they should let us be there, Super Eagles.
Yeah. Another decision was also made public yesterday. We understand that FIFA is set to give more than $1 billion in prize money to clubs participating in the Club World Cup as the European Club Association ECA negotiating on behalf of clubs in Europe, including Chelsea and Manchester City, closes in on a deal. Multiple sources have confirmed that to BBC that 32 clubs involved, including 12 European clubs, will split what is anticipated to be the biggest prize in club football across a 7-match format. It is partly based on the $1 billion exclusive global TV deal that was agreed with sports streaming site Disney, yes, in December. Of course, you know what Disney do when it comes to boxing, and they are looking into football as well. The inaugural tournament taking place in the United States begins on the 14th of June and will end with a final in New Jersey on the 13th of July. FIFA, I'm loving what FIFA is doing with this FIFA Club World Cup. I'm loving it. I mean, they're bringing the national team style into this.
And it's going to be very, very interesting.
Look at the partnership, TV partnership deal with Disney here. $1 billion.
That's massive.
That's massive.
Crazily massive.
Clubs must say, and I like the fact that European clubs are not even dulling. You see, they're representing them.
Yes, now.
It's also, I beg, we need this money.
That is one thing about, I mean, they know how to do the business.
Honestly.
Sports business.
And they're asking for it right on time.
They don't waste time, man.
No, see, a lot of more money we're talking about here, man. $1 billion. I mean, Infantino is doing well, man.
No, he is. I think he understands the business.
He understands the business. He understands. I mean, big kudos to them. Also, FIFA, we understand, we introduced a Women's Club World Cup competition that will run every 4 years, starting from 2028.
Another one.
The governing body is also launching a Women's Champions Cup, which will be the first global competition in women's football, starting in 2026. The Champions Cup will run annually, except in years involving the Club World Cup, and will include 6 teams. Plans to launch a 16-team Club World Cup, which was originally due to begin in 2026, were officially agreed by the FIFA Council on Wednesday afternoon. That's why I started with the FIFA Council story. The Club World Cup will include 16 teams from all 6 confederations. That's Europe, Africa, Asia, North America, South America, and Oceania. So, I mean, Infantino, big kudos to you. You're doing pretty well. I mean, we're enjoying all of these decisions, and when you have the right people in charge, development will come.
People understand the game, understand the sport business.
Absolutely.
It's a good one.
Yeah, time fast spent, but it's important to note that the Nigerian National League have announced that the official opening of the 2024-2025 mid-season transfer window. The window is currently open and will close on the 19th of March. Clubs are encouraged to utilize the period to strengthen their squad before the league resumes. They're on break at the moment, the NNL, and they're looking to ensure that you sign new players, reinforce ahead of the second start of the league. Kra FC and Kun Khalifa FC are top of Group A and Group B, while Rookie Tourist FC and Yobe Desert Stars sit at the top of Group C and Group D. Kra FC, they give us flashes.
Have you?
They give us flashes.
No, just pick
that Continental ticket.
Then pick it. Let's go.
No, pick promotion ticket. Shooting Continental.
But if you pick promotion ticket, can we maintain the 2 teams in the NPFL?
Our governor loves sports.
Yeah.
Our governor loves sports. Yeah. He will do the needful.
Yeah. They will need also a bigger boss.
No, we have enough bosses in our states.
The ones that will not the one that will break down.
We have the CNG bosses now, very comfortable.
On the road to Kun Khalifa.
No, it won't happen. Yeah. We have fine bosses that the governor just brought in December.
And the one is the shooting stars will not fine boss.
Yes.
Is it not breaking down?
Don't worry. The right people will be there. The right people will wear a crown. That will manage
our problem is right people, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I like your style. Okay.
Sports.
That's woman capital. Oh, sorry. Sport capitano right there.
You hear from my love.
Okay, let's have this breather. On the other side, we'll be looking through what the papers are saying this morning. Keep it locked. It is Melody 100.7 FM. Here is Vivian Galaxy. Say Nappy Love.
Oh
All right, thank you so much for being there. Melody 100.7 FM, 27 minutes to the top of the hour of 10. Let's go to the paper review segment of the show this morning from the dailies. Newspaper headlines this beautiful Thursday morning. Of course, I have the Punch, the Vanguard, the Daily Trust, the Daily Post newspapers this morning, the Tribune, and the Daily Sun newspaper as well. Let's begin to take them one after the other. Of course, the first is the Punch newspaper. Now, the Punch newspaper this morning has the banner headline, Sexual Harassment. Senate dismisses Natasha's petition. Kogi Senator shuns panel. Tinubu says the foundation for First Bank's new co-friendly headquarters. That's Tinubu Lace Foundation, I beg your pardon. Tinubu Lace Foundation for First Bank's new eco-friendly headquarters. PMS cost may drop further as crude price fall. Osimhen carrying Galatasaray, Turkish pundit is the one talking there. PDP leaders urge Jandor to rejoin party. Military men invade Ikeja Electric head office, assault workers. I said that in Lagos days ago, that the way Ikeja Electric is messing with the people around that area. Okay, Kaduna committed to quality education. Commissioner talking there. And of course, some of these unfortunate stories from the Punch newspaper. You have this one. Last week graduate missing, not killed by ritualists, police. And NAFDAC promises fake beverage producers hard times. Arrest one. Edo begins the demolition of kidnappers' houses. Police arrest ex-immigration officer, intercept arms meant for Abuja bandit. Nigerian trafficking drug from Brazil arrested at South African airport. And in business, you have this one, maritime stakeholders back reintroduction of global cargo trafficking. And the customs begin unveiling of trade facilitation tool. I'll take you back to more political stories from the Punch. You have APC receives ex-Delta lawmaker Osai. Obasa's resignation not in our agreement, Lagos APC. PDP has lost hope in itself, says Jandor. And LG crisis, APC, PDP trade wars over Adeleke Akonde's meeting. And in sport from the Punch, 2026 World Cup final to have a Super Bowl-style show. Infantino, World Cup qualifiers, fans optimistic about Shell's squad chances, and Forest confident of Aino stay. These are the major headlines in today's Punch newspaper. Up next is the Vanguard. Now, the Vanguard newspaper, the banner headline takes us to the Bruaha in Rivers State, and it says, Rivers crisis. Ame Hule's assembly, Fubara's commissioners flex muscles. And you have this one, 2 die, 14 rescued as a 2-story building collapses in Lagos. Sexual harassment, Akpabio, Akpoti Uduagan defend positions. And you also have this one, AFG launches regulation to recycle end-of-life old vehicles. And accountability, join one on projects tour. Oborevori replies Omar Agege, and Osai defects to APC, says, my defection will weaken Delta PDP. Trump wants Gaza. You are dead if hostages not freed. Okay? PDP leaders visit Jandor, urge him to rejoin party. And you also have this one, tariff increase will push available power generation to 7,000 megawatts. Who is saying this one? Of course, who else? If not our brother, our son in Ibadan, talking about the Minister of Power, Adebayo, Abdul Wahid Adelabu. Okay, he's the one saying that when they increase tariff again, it will aid power generation. I know many Nigerians will not want to agree with that statement, but he has said it, and let's see what happens. Okay, moving on to more stories from the Vanguard, political stories. Now you have this one. Trump accuses Trudeau of using a tariff dispute to stay in power. Rivers Electoral Commission fixes August 29 for fresh LG elections. Rivers Assembly summons RCEC chairman over 2024 LG poll. I would have defeated Sanwo-Olu, but for Peter Obi's tsunami, Jandor is the one talking. Okay, and you have this one. Nigeria rises to 6th in global terrorism index 565 killed in 2024. What a sad ranking that we have there. We should be ranked among the best, not all these terrible ranking. It's not good for us at all. Okay, moving on. This one says Naira depreciates to 1,515 Naira to $1 in parallel markets. Now you also have this one. Ex-immigration CG, not killed by gunmen, died in a hotel room after receiving female guest. Police, and some people have taken that to the bank to say, okay, maybe after some serious toying, if you know what I'm talking about, after some serious sex capades, maybe the man died. Well, we need to get to know the true story concerning the death of that man, because they met him in a chair, sitting, and he died that way, after the female visitor left his hotel room. God have mercy. What a way to die. Okay, Ukraine ready to agree to truce if Russia will do same. This is according to Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. And these are the major story from, okay, before I leave the Vanguard, you have 2 died, 14 rescued as 3-story building collapses in Lagos. Kidnapped Makurdi varsity students released, thank God for that one. Kaduna court sentences 2 to death and 1 lifetime for rape. Okay, and you have this one. Multiple shots fired in Rivers as gunmen allegedly attacked Fubara supporters. 2 persons dead. Okay, I took that earlier. So these are the major stories from today's Vanguard newspaper. Okay, let me begin to leave the Vanguard newspaper now and take you to. Okay, before I leave the Vanguard, let me check out some business stories there. You have this one. NATCOM directive to worsen shortage of natural scientists. And you have this one. This is according to Akbari. NBGN reposition to drive economic development. Oil price dropped 20% to $67 to a barrel in the international market. This is why fuel will continue to go down in Nigeria. So as fuel goes down, what are we doing with prices of goods and services? God have mercy. Okay, moving on to sport, you have UCL. Hurricane Brace helps Bayern Munich to beat Leverkusen. You have this one as well. Elliott gives Liverpool slender win over PSG in Champions League. Rafinha earns a 10-man Barca fight first leg win at Benfica. And these are the, okay, before I leave, there's this one. Maresca ready to use Cole Palmer in Conference League. So he's getting hotter now in the Conference League. So Maresca is, Cole Palmer has never played in the Conference League, even though Chelsea have been doing well, and he's their best player so far in this season. So for now, tonight, you might be seeing Cole Palmer in the Conference League. Let's move on from that Vanguard newspaper to Daily Post newspaper. The banner headline on the Daily Post newspaper says complaints of human rights violations in Nigeria rise by 25% in February. And you also have this one, Nigeria universities, den of secrecy, impunity, transparency survey reviews. God have mercy. The kind of ranking we are getting us into here. Alleged pension fraud. Detained Abia woman gives birth. Government takes custody of baby. The woman was detained with pregnancy and she gave birth in detention. God have mercy. River Speaker demands sack of all Fubara commissioner. River Speaker demands sack of all Fubara commissioners. And you also have this one. Royal father support live Lagos new look in Enugu. Okay, moving on. You also have this story from the Daily Post. Nigeria Senate, there is gang up against Natasha by senators. Okengu is the one talking there. And the creation of Okura State, we are kilometers ahead of critics. Reps, deputy majority leader is the one talking there. Russia knocks Macron for pushing Europe towards abyss of world war. And you also have this one. Fubara yet to get Army Hule Assembly's letter on 2025 budget. Rivers government, even though it expired yesterday, the ultimatum expired. So government of Rivers saying we did not get any letter. Okay now. LG controversy, Governor Adeleke abusing court processes, Osun APC. Ogboru's return divides Delta APC, and we must reposition Zamfara APC for members to exercise their constitutional rights. Shinkafi is the one talking this morning. Natasha allegations plot by opposition to derail productive relationship between Tinubu NAS. APC Forum is the one talking. Rivers Assembly summons RCEC chairman over conduct of 2024 LG elections, and Osun LG crisis. PDP chairman dragged APC officials to court over secretariat occupation. In business, you have Naira records highest depreciation against dollar across the official black market. And stuck back from trade wars, Bank of England's governor tells U.S. And in sport from the Daily Post, you have this one, UCL, greatest performance. Carragher hails Liverpool star after win over PSG. And you have this one, 2026 World Cup Rwanda lineup friendly for Super Eagles, and best game of my life, Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Becker on PSG win. NWFL, Shuaibu reviews Edo Queen's target for the season. NNL opens mid-season transfer window. These are the major headlines from the Daily Post this morning. Up next is the Sun newspaper. All right, for headlines in the Sun newspaper this morning, you have this one. Atiku contested 2023 presidential election in violation of PDP constitution. Ex-national vice chairman is the one talking there. Benue APC woman visits Sube boss. And Club World Cup 2025, FIFA set to award $1 billion prize money is another story there. Rivers donates operational helicopter to NAF. Women plan 1 million man march to demand Senate President's resignation. Okay. Nigeria of my dream will be actualized in my lifetime, says Obasanjo at 88. Baba was 88 yesterday. So Baba at 88 is still believing that Nigeria of his dream will be actualized. We need to first ask Baba what happened, what is actually Nigeria of his dream. Because 88 is closer to the grave. And the way it looks like that, it doesn't look like Nigeria. The way we are going about with our things in this country, it doesn't look like we are even ready for greatness, because we are just fumbling here and there. But Baba, we believe you, sir. Let's see how it goes. God help us. Okay, this one says, ex-Edo APC group aspirant Umakihe loses dad. Sorry about that. APC scribe blames PDP crisis on inordinate ambitions and lack of coordination. NRM court orders NEC to recognize Njoku-led EXCO. APC ex-Edo commissioner's motion raises hope for marginalized national disputes. Deputies, Buni heads committee. And this one, many fear dead as truck crashes into commuter vehicle in Anambra. Rivers crisis deepening as Amehule-led assembly demands sack of 19 commissioners. Others. Still taking headlines from the Sun newspaper, you have Nigeria reports 627 measles cases. Katsina, Jigawa states worst hit. Okwebolo reads riot act to non-performing contractors. RCEC fixes August 9 for LG election. And Yoruba group petitions Tinubu warns against obstruction of crude oil supply to local refineries. And you also have this one. Arthur Eze's firm floods EEDC on postpaid meter. Hope rises for diabetic patients as FEC approves 10.3 billion naira for locally made diagnostic kits. Others. Akpabio breaks silence on Akpoti and APC caucus NEC meetings the morning after. Natasha, I was never accused of sexual harassment. Fayemi, court orders INEC to recognize Njoku's NRM leadership. Natasha shuns Senate Ethics Committee as probe begins. An ex-rep member cautions Fubara over inciting utterances. So these are the major headlines from today's the Sun newspaper. All right, let's quickly move straight to the next paper that we have now, which is the Daily Trust newspaper. Now, for headlines on today's Daily Trust newspaper, you have this one. 6th NCF PWC National Under-17 Cricket Championship begins today. FIFA Talent Development Scheme. Jibril confident Nigeria path to success. Gombe United names ex-Aqua United boss Abdullahi Umar as technical advisor, and FIFA to allocate $1 billion as Europe edges closer to Club World Cup agreement. Okay, away from sport now. Natasha Kogi Central stakeholders write open letter to Akpabio. Subscription hike. Commission sues multi-choice over alleged violation of regulatory directives. Akpoti versus Akpabio and the burden of sexual allegations in public institutions is a piece on today's Daily Trust newspaper. Still moving on the Daily Trust newspaper, you have this one. Makonjola comments Lagos team's supremacy at 2025 NPA Lagos tourney. And FG disburses 6.7 billion naira grant to tackle out-of-school children in Nasarawa. Abia, Kano, Ebonyi lead in senior secondary school students dropout. Wow. Hippo attacks Gombe farmers. Keep vigil on farms. Hippo attacks Gombe farmers. Keep vigil on farms. God have mercy. Hippopotamus is attacking them there. NRC targets daily freight of 100 containers from Lagos to Kano. And the National Grid records 6,003 megawatts electricity generation. Really? And where is the light? Because we still see darkness everywhere. Okay. All right. Abuja man slums dies while working on farm. God have mercy. Week in Italy to meet Lombardy region's president. One killed as headers. Villagers fight over water pond in Abuja community. Is another story on today's the Daily Trust newspaper. Okay, before I leave the Daily Trust newspaper, there's also this one. Lagos Assembly crisis. Obasanjo's resignation not part of reinstatement terms. This according to APC. And FEC Moore's upward budget review procurement thresholds for MDAs. Boko Haram's demand $500,000 ransom for judge's wife, driver, orderly. Lent. Khan urges Nigerians to rise above lead hardship, heal the nation. Alleged sexual harassment. Senate dismisses Natasha petition against Akpabio. These are the major headlines on today's newspaper, talking about the Daily Trust newspaper. All right, up next is the Tribune newspaper, and that will be the last paper for review this morning. All right, for Tribune, this newspaper this morning, let's quickly look through these headlines from there. You have this one, NIDCC, President to Nigerians, stop lamentations, let's build better Nigerians. Better Nigeria, okay. Ex-Oyo HOS, Ugunsheson urges Muslims to embody essence of Ramadan. UICC President-elect leads international medical groups to offer telehealth cancer care to Africans. NAP takes delivery of a mobile first aid unit from Germany. Minimum wage GAF. Governor Namadi approves reinstatement of suspended aid. Oluwalo calls for national prayers during Ramadan Lent. Sanwo-Olu presents a certificate of approval for construction of First Bank headquarters. Soludo vows to make Anambra destination for investment. Insecurity. Rivers government donate telecopter to NAF. FEC approves 10.3 billion naira for diabetes diagnostics kits, HIV/AIDS drugs, other medical supplies. Top 10 African countries with the highest minimum wage. You want to know that? Check that out on today's Tribune newspaper. Jandos exit from Lagos PDP. Highly welcome. Forum. Natasha never accused me of sexual harassment. Fayemi. Dead on arrival. Senate committee dismisses Natasha's petition against Akpabio. Is another story on the Tribune newspaper. All right. Still on Tribune newspaper this morning is also this story. Senate defies court order, sits on petition against Senator Natasha. Have no read with Kwankwaso, Shekarau. FEC moves to prioritize a policy discussions over contract awards. Tinubu appoints 2 permanent secretaries, and Benue government denies LG election petition relocation to Abuja. These are more you can check out on today's Tribune newspaper. And this is where we end today's newspaper review segment of Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. All right, coming up next after this breather is after the breather and time check, then I'll come back and we'll get straight into the People's Assembly segment of the show. As I hinted earlier when I started the show, what we're looking at this morning is, do the masses have any moral justification to criticize and condemn the leaders? Because what we are doing to ourselves as the masses alone is even worse than what some of these leaders are doing. We always blame them. We blame the president. We blame governors. We blame the people we elect into various positions of leadership in Nigeria. But when we check ourselves thoroughly, we find out that what the masses are even doing, what the poor masses are doing to fellow poor masses, seems to be worse than what the leaders are doing. For instance, right now we are in Ramadan. We're in Ramadan, we are in Lent. Go to the market and see, are things cheap? Are things cheap in the market? If you go to different countries of the world right now, this is the time that you find things so cheap and easily affordable. But in Nigeria here, it is this period of festivities, period of fasting, period of Easter, period of Ramadan, period of Lent, period of Christmas, period of Ileya, period of Eid al-Fitr, that you find things going very, very high. Now, fuel is going down, gradually, going down. It used to be 1,000 plus. Now it's about 860, between 860 and 870. Yet, you find transportation costs still going higher. Where they used to be 300 before, now they put 100 naira is 400. Why? Are we going to blame Tinubu for that one? Are we going to blame Sheyi Makinde for that one? These are some of the things we should begin to ask ourselves. Why would things be getting expensive even when we say things are now, fuel prices are now going down? And remember, it was actually because of fuel price that things started getting very expensive in Nigeria. You talk of rice, you talk of foodstuffs, you talk of goods and services, you talk of transportation. Everybody will tell you, But now, fuel is going down. If I want to put it so that you understand what I'm saying. Why? Because he who must come to equity must come with clean hands. So are we clean enough as the general populace to condemn what the political leaders at various levels are doing? We'll look at that in the assembly this morning. That is where we are going this morning. Keep it locked right here. It is Melody FM in the city of Ibadan, and it is Melody Sunrise with me, the nature's finest, right here on this beautiful radio station. Let's take this breather. I'll be back. This is Testimony Jaga alongside Pastor Korede Kumaya, and this one is titled Oshuoju.
Don't care. Pastor Korede Kumaya, the master place. Jaga is here, Jesus is here. Holy Spirit. Come on. Ìgbàjẹ́ ló kù. Àsìkò jẹ́ ló kù. Ìgbàjẹ́ ló kù. Kẹ́mà sẹ̀bọ̀n kó a máa fọ́. Àsìkò jẹ́ ló kù. Ẹni tó ní àjẹ́ ló kù. Àgọ́ àdọ́rọ́. Ohun tó tó àdìbò bọ̀. Yẹ̀yẹ́ àtọ́rẹ́ máa fọ́. Àsìkò jẹ́ ló kù. Ọpẹ́ bóyá ọpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́ sí o máa fọ́.
station, Melody 100.7 FM.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 10 a.m.
Reset one of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7
Melody FM 100.7.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Welcome back right here. Melody Sunrise, Melody 100.7 FM. It is basically the show that brings sunshine every morning. Welcome. Are you ready for the assembly? So welcome to the assembly this morning, the Thursday edition of the People's Assembly. The Honorable Speaker of the House is seated. My name is Pretty. Are you ready for it? Where are the members, honorable members of the House? So without further ado, let's get into it. Remember that there was a time the fuel situation in Nigeria was going gaga, going crazy, that people were buying fuel at over 1,000 naira, especially in this part of the country. Then at the time it started going down little by little. They told us then that the reduction was not that much. It was not that much. It came to about 9 something. Then now it's going down. It's 860 or 865, 870 now. Meaning we've had about 200 naira reduction. Yes, close to that. Yet we are not seeing the commensurate results and reduction in transport fares. In the city of Ibadan here, it's even getting worse. It's like they are not even increasing it instead of reducing it, because where used to be 200 naira before, that should have reduced again, is now about 400 naira. So why? What is going on? Check out food prices in the market again, going up again instead of going down. Check about goods and services going up again instead of going down. Why? Is it not supposed to be going down as fuel prices are going down? Because right now, even in the international community, it's now $67 to a barrel of fuel, a barrel of crude oil. Meaning, and what they are telling us, it will continue to go down. So if it's going down like that, fuel prices, refined fuel prices will be going down. Meaning, goods and services should be reducing as well, the prices. So what is going on in this country? What's going on in Ibadan, for instance? I'm taking Ibadan this morning as my hypothetical example, because I've moved around the city and this is what I found out in Ibadan. Nothing is reducing, everything is just going up, especially transportation cost. Because if transportation costs are reduced significantly, then there will be reduction in other goods and services, talking about prices of other goods. So what is going on? Why do we always blame the people at the top, whereas those of us even at the bottom, what we do to ourselves is worse than what you think the leaders are doing to you? So this morning, how can we control these things? Because now, if the government is trying, if Dangote is trying to bring a crash in the price of oil, fuel, and everything is going down little by little, how can we ensure that we have the commensurate result in prices of goods and services, especially transportation costs? That's where we are going this morning. What do you make of all this morning? Remember, he who must come to equity must come with clean hands. So every time we just blame Tinubu, we blame Sanwo-Olu, we blame senators, we blame Seyi Makinde, we blame House of Rep members, whereas what we are doing to ourselves is so terrible as well. So where do we go from here this morning? What is your take on this morning? How can we have this attitude controlled in Nigeria? Let's go this morning. That's what we're looking at in the assembly. 0702-520-1007. 0705 507 1007 is the number to, are the numbers to call. 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. You can also send messages to these numbers. We definitely read out your messages this morning. We're looking at the way the masses are also, because this is maltreatment as well, if you ask me. We are maltreating ourselves, we are mistreating ourselves, and we are not good to ourselves. We are not nice to ourselves. So what do? We are not nice to one another. Yeah, we're not nice to one another because everybody is just looking for a way to just cheat somebody. How do we go about this morning is what we're looking at. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Welcome to the assembly.
I'm Ayobami from Wofun here.
Yeah, let's say Honorable Ayobami from Wofun constituency.
I think if I want to contribute to what you have been saying.
You are doing that already.
There are some things that you did not consider.
Okay, let's go.
It is not only the price of the fuel that determines the price of the transport.
Okay, tell me other things.
You have to look at the oil in which the transporter is using to service the engine.
Okay.
You have to look at the fat in which they are also buying to service the car. You have to look at the cost of other things that surround it. Then you now match it with the cost of other things within the community. So if the price of oil is not reduced to something like 200 naira or 150,
where would you?
Then I don't think there will be a kind of
200 naira or 150.
Yes.
Now let me ask you.
My own take on that.
No. Before you go, let me ask you a question. Now all of these things you mentioned now, they are also due to cost of transportation, because the man that is selling the part, the man that is selling the oil, is also telling you that the reason price of all these things in his shops are expensive is because he used bigger money to transport them to his shop.
I don't think so. What you should think of is those people that are selling the oil, you also consider those that produce the oil. What is the cost of importing the raw materials to produce those oils? What is the cost of other things that is needed in producing those oils? That will determine the cost of the oil in the market. Now, with all those things, with the exchange rate, so with all those things, that will have to be the addition of all the things.
Do you also know that?
Sum up to the cost.
Do you also know that the naira has been significantly doing well in recent times?
Well, I don't think so.
No, before now it was going towards 2,000, but now it's about just slightly by 1,005.
And you think it is doing well? What is the cost of dollar when the former president was here?
Let's go. Let's not go to the former president. We are talking present situation.
Okay, even if you don't want us to talk about the former president, you have to talk about the cost of the dollar.
Okay.
When the price of the transport was, let's say, something like 200 naira, something like 100 naira, something like 50 naira. So you look at the price of the dollar compared to the price now. Then you will now compare everything that surrounds the importation of goods, production of goods, and the selling of goods around the world or within the producers.
Okay.
That will determine the cost. It's not only the cost of the fuel that will affect the other costs of transportation. You have to consider other things. I
like your contribution. Thank you so much. In a nutshell, you are saying until the thing goes to 200 or 150, we cannot have any significant reduction in cost of transportation.
That's in my own opinion.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, the man is laughing. Okay, but can we ever have it go back to that amount is a question we should be asking. Can it ever go back to 200, 150? It's going to be difficult. Okay, 0702-520-1007, 0705-507-1007. You heard his own reason, you heard his own defense, and you heard his own submission. What is your own submission this morning? Why can't we have reduction in the prices of goods and services, especially cost of transportation, now that fuel prices are going down? I mean, he gave some analogies, he gave some examples, and he gives some a kind of a good contribution there. What do you make? I know some people will want to counter what he said, that it shouldn't be that. But let's see. Everyone has an opinion. That's why it's an assembly of the people, the People's Assembly. On Melody 100.7 FM. Let's go this morning. 0702-520-1007. That is 0702-520-1007. 0705-507-1007. 0705-507-107. Let's go this morning. Hello. Good morning, Who is saying
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, honorable member of the House.
Thank you. I'm Honorable Bosse speaking from Ibadan constituency.
Good morning, Honorable Bosse.
Thank you, sir. You see, my contribution to this increment of decrease in fuel price and increment of commodities is that over time in Nigeria, I see it that it's not just the government, because we keep blaming government all the time, that the hike in prices of commodities is always as a result of their negligence. Because over time, we have always said they should work on price control, maybe establishing an agency like NAFDAC and the likes like that, in order to regulate price control. But there was a time, I think last year, when we had the news that there's now an agency for price control, but yes, they've not been effective. And that is the reason why we see our people, even with the fact that we keep saying it, that we commend Dangote for reducing the price of petrol. And even NNPCL has also done same, which is supposed to have effect on our commodities, because if the price of fuel should increase from that 865 naira or 860 naira today to 900 or 1,000, we will still have the effect in our commodities.
Exactly.
Again. So why won't our people continue to do what will be in favor of we, the masses, ourselves? Just like you have earlier said, our land for Warawa, Shirawa. It's not meant to be now. And we should be considerate. There are some people that don't even earn stipends, as in not the 70,000 naira minimum wages that the federal government have implemented. Some people don't even earn up to 20. Some people don't earn up to 20,000.
Hello, Honorable Bosse.
Considerate of other people.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, just like I've mentioned earlier, if the federal government can please make this price control agency more effective in all states and local governments. Anyone who is selling beyond a stipulated amount of commodity, maybe they should be arrested or their shop should be locked up. I believe things will be better in the economy.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Bosse. Some people will still argue that will be very difficult, because it's what I buy that I will sell. It's an open market operation. That's what we have in this part of the world. Can such be possible? Price control, all those things. Well, there is nothing that is impossible under the sky, but can we do it? Can we implement such? Is the question that is begging for answer. Keep it coming this morning, 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Is the People's Assembly of Melody FM 100.7 in the city of Ibadan. We're looking at prices of fuel keep going down, yet goods and services, the cost is going up. Transportation costs still going higher. In fact, in Ibadan, they are adding more money than instead of going down. So what do you make of it this morning? You heard what the earlier caller said, and even Honorable Bosse also said. Okay, so let's keep moving. We still have enough time to have more calls this morning and messages. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there? Okay. try to call back. I think that one just went that way. Oh, sorry about that. All right, call back. Okay, 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. All right, that is the way to get in. Of course, I'll be looking through your message very shortly as well. Let's see what you are sending as message. Okay, but in the meantime, let's take more calls and let's say this one. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Someone is on the line. Good morning. Hello. Okay. Okay. All right. Keep it coming. 0700. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. There's the People's Assembly, and we're looking at why do we have a situation like this in this country when things, just as Honorable Bosse pointed out, just imagine if they said the price of fuel today should go up again to maybe 900, 950, 1,000. You see these transporters, sharply they will increase the transportation cost. But now that fuel is gradually going down, they are telling you it must, just like the earlier caller said before, Honorable Bosse, they are waiting for it to go to 500, 200, and 150. I mean, you should not dream. I doubt if it can ever go to that extent of 100, 150, 200 naira per liter. We've gone beyond that era. We've gone beyond that era. So if they just heard an announcement that, okay, the price has gone up today, before you say jack, the price of things will go up again, especially transportation costs. But now it's going down. They are still telling you they are expecting it to go down more before they will start decreasing the prices of the cost of transportation. So what is the real reason this morning? If you're a transporter, you can call me. Let's also talk about this. Let me know why you think this is the reason you are increasing prices. What is the reason? Okay? You want to go by what the caller that was defending. I didn't even ask him if he was a transporter. I was talking about price of oil, the price of other parts of the vehicle or keke or kada, the part and all that. Okay? But all these people, as I ask him, all the people who are buying these things to the part seller, the oil seller will tell you he used high transportation cost to carry the goods. That's why things are the way they are in his shop. So what do you make of this morning? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning, Honorable Member.
Honorable Dayo Adedina from Moro Makinde.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
As the case in point, one would say that it's the matter of our mindset. So when we are hoping that things will crash or prices will crash, those that have got that mind that they will never reduce to the former prices, or they will never change. Even if they have the commodities around, they will go and hoard. Then wait till the moment that things will go up. And the present situation could be solved if the government could come in as regards this transportation.
Okay, how? In what sense?
How many of these public transport or something, government-owned buses, and we find on the road now? So initially we have got them, but later they were withdrawn. If government could come in, this would break the monopoly of the private vehicle owners or commercial vehicle owners that are not cooperating with the commuters. And on the side of the commuter, you will see that if you insist, say you are going from a spot to another spot, and somebody, the driver says it is 1,000 naira. If you insist to stay, you will get one that will get 800 or 600 on that same spot. So we should not be in a hurry to jump into these commercial vehicles so that they will not continue to cheat on us. So government should be invited. Let them come over again as of old days to help transportation.
Honorable member, before you go, let me put in
sir.
some things there, and I would like if you can respond. Now, do you think government bringing vehicles and all that, they can maintain them? Because we've seen government not being able to maintain all these things in recent times. They just go down like that, they get destroyed. Number two is this. Even when you say government is bringing things and it will bring vehicles, it will make it to be cheaper. Remember recently, CNG buses were deployed in Oyo State, Omitutu CNG buses. They became more expensive than even the normal buses to go to Lagos.
I've quite understood what you have said.
Yes, sir.
But one would say that it is people that is running the government.
Okay.
There are no spirits. So I go back to what I addressed as the mindset.
Okay.
If we have the good mind that we are going to serve the populace, as regards the hold of allegiance that they have sworn to, things will be better. If private owners could operate and the business is thriving, why not government? So, but this matter of if you are in government and you cannot take care of government properties but self, that is the only problem that is creating this palaver. And it is in the power of the government to bring the inflation down. I've read that probably the inflation rate is, don't quote me, probably 24.6 or something like that from 36.4 of old. So I wouldn't know the present something. The inflation should be worked upon, be brought down to the lowest, barest minimum. So if the inflation is controlled, then the market prices will be controlled. No Iyaloja, no Babaloja will sit tight or jingle bells around the market side. This is how much we are selling a Congo of rice, a Congo of beans today. So those that will be around will be able to shift their focus to another market center, that they will get the prices of this thing reduced. This is the problem. We can still make it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate your contribution this morning. Great contribution this morning from that honorable member. All right, what is your own contribution? What is your thought on what we are looking at this morning? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Move away from the radio, please. Move away from the radio or you turn it down.
Are you listening now?
The place you are is noisy. I'm listening, of course.
Okay.
It's very, very noisy.
Because you asked whether I'm a transporter, that's why I'm defending them.
Okay.
I want to answer that question.
Okay. Are you?
Okay. I'm a transporter.
No wonder. Now I know why you gave that contribution.
And if you want me to give you the analysis, why there won't be any reduction in transportation for now.
Yeah.
If I don't know if you are living around Olodo, you can take your own statistic or you try to find out.
Around where?
If you're living around Olodo.
No, I'm not living around Olodo. I live around Akobo.
Okay, you can take this. I just want to use it as an example.
Okay, let's go.
From Olodo to Iwo Road, there is no transporter that would not pay nothing less than 1,000 naira in a day, just for the boys.
To who?
To the boys.
Who send the boys?
You may not know, but you may not know that the boys cannot be on the road if the government did not allow them.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Now you're bringing another thing into it now. Good. Let's hear it. Okay.
That is number one. Number two, there is tickets that you are going to collect. Apart from that, other models I have just mentioned.
Okay.
Number three, every year they used to sell a jacket for this transporter, for Okada, for the Marwa.
Jacket for who is selling the jacket?
Well, I'm just telling you, you can find out. As for the price of that jacket, then apart from that, there are stickers that is being sold by the government as tax. At least, I don't know of cars, but I know of Mara and Okada. It's not less than 8,000 naira.
Wow.
It's not less than 8,000 naira. Then you have the VIO committees there. You have other vehicles committees there. So if you combine all these things, are you not telling the transporter that the little reduction in the petrol will now affect the price of the transport? That's why I'm saying that there are other things in which the masses did not consider before accusing the transporters that they did not reduce the price. That's why I say, you just find out all those things, then sum it up. In a year, no transporter is paid less than almost 200,000, if it's not more than that, as a tax per year.
Wow. This is crazy.
Now, you sitting at the office, do you pay such amount per year as a tax?
I do. Do you know how much is my tax?
Even those that are in
I pay more than
those that are in high place, I don't think they pay up to that amount. But all those taxes are being imposed on the transporters. So if you had all those things, you may not feel it, but we that were in that system, we are feeling it. It is because you are not feeling along with us. That's why you always complain that these transporters, they are too wicked, By the time you come into that state, you try to find out what is going on within them. There are some things that they cannot complain on. If they complain, they are not going to work. You will just have to comply because that's the system. Not until the state government tries to regulate some things.
Okay, now you are giving us solution.
That we cannot start to think of reduction in the tax.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate you. Yeah, I like that. You know, I said earlier that I would have loved an operator to talk about this, and he really, he dissected it. I didn't ask him if are you a bus driver or keke marua or kada?
What?
Which one?
I don't want to answer that question.
Answer it now. Nobody, people that are listening, they don't know you now.
Just leave that.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Okay. Keep the messages coming, or keep the calls coming as well as the messages as well. 0702 520 1007. 0705 507 1007. I know some people might not want to agree with him, but he has given the analysis as a transporter. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
Honorable Speaker. Yeah, this is Honorable Sam from Ologwe.
Honorable Sam, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
This issue, there are so many factors that we need to consider, we need to check before we come to a conclusion that will not be biased.
Okay.
Because like the previous caller said, I'm not a transporter, but I've been into transport before.
Okay.
So I can say that there are so many factors we don't really see as passengers.
Okay.
That goes on. There are so many interests that are involved. I remember when the law came in his first term, then I was into transport, and I know he tried sanitizing the system in terms of tax, revenue, the way he reduced some of the amounts that...
Who is that?
The transporter, yeah, he did then.
Who is that? You mean Sheyi Makinde?
Yeah, Sheyi Makinde, yes, when he came in.
Okay.
He reduced some of those things, and later the normal things started going back as Nigeria system would be. So there are so many interests that are involved, like the previous caller mentioned. Those money that you mentioned, they are not jokes. They are not jokes. Those money, they are real. Because I know when I was into transport there, I know we paid at several points, and at the end of the day, when you calculate, you now ask yourself, who am I working for? Am I really working for myself, or I'm working for these people? And there's still nothing attached to it. Now, this is just transport. It also applies to if you go to the market, you go to Dubai, you go to the other market, you see how people, these guys will come to collect money. They give tickets to the women selling or the men selling. You see them collecting money. This does not include the actual money they pay to government at start school.
This one, boys.
It doesn't include it. You see them paying different fees in a day. So it is for those persons that are pushing wheelbarrow and the likes. For things really go back, or let's say for the reduction in prices as the fuel has reduced, it's not going to be easy because effect will take time. Because some of these things have already been included in experts. I don't want to defend reduction. It's just for Ramadan, like he said. It's not going to be a long-lasting one. So at the end of the Ramadan, the prices will likely go up again, both for Dangote and NNPC, because now they are doing competition. So by the time the price goes up, what will now happen? So it is better if the price remains the way it is. Then even when the thing goes back to 900 that we're buying it before, nobody will complain, okay, there's an addition or something. It will remain like that, unlike if they reduce it and at the end of the day the thing goes back and we have back and forth for it. So there are so many interests.
So in your own thinking, you think after this Ramadan ends, everything will go back again to get the price will go.
Let's be honest with ourselves. What came out to say it. He said it clearly that because of the Ramadan. So the possibility that at the end of the Ramadan, the prices, he will not come back and tell us they have increased it. I will just see it there. The way they come out to tell us they have increased it, they don't tell us when they increase it.
But in the international oil market now, prices are crashing every day.
But you know as a professional journalist that most of the things that happen in the international community, they will tell you Nigeria is not playing by those books, those rules, and that. That's what these our politicians and those who will tell us. Right. So I don't really think that international market price has anything to do with us, because they are just using us like whatever they tell us, we just accept it.
What a
so
country.
we keep praying to God that for covering and sustenance. That's just it, because that is not easy, honestly.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for thank you. I appreciate you this morning. Great contributions we're having this morning. I'm loving the fact that we're discussing this morning and we're getting different perspectives, into this discussion this morning. My people in the house are very brilliant people. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Sean on the line.
Good morning, Honorable John, from what constituency?
Apata area.
Apata constituency. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
I want to not totally agree with what the other man said, the last caller that talked about transporter and all that.
Okay, the transporter himself.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, all that he mentioned, some of those things are fixed. They are not things that they fix every day. So we need to look at that. And as I'm talking, I'm also a businessman.
Oh, good.
Now, as you said, because if I want to buy a new industrial machine now, it should be around maybe close to 300,000-500,000.
Okay.
I should now say, when I want to give my customer price, I should now factor in that the fact that the price of machine is now skyrocketed. I should now put everything on it. So we have to base it on what are the things that I'm buying currently to give price. So on issue of transport, talking about the oil and all this, some of the people, when they want to change your things in terms of 2 months, a month, not every day. So as such, some of these factors need to be considered as well. So you can't say because let's say you paid 8,000 to get jacket. That jacket you are not buying it every day.
Exactly.
But you want to.
Oh, wow. That line went up. I would love if you can call me back. You're making some very valid points there. Everyone that has called this morning has made very valid points. One thing that is going to be happening, moving on Thursdays, we're going to be using Thursdays to have guests that will talk about what we are looking at. Then people will call in to now respond. That's why we're going to be going on the People's Assembly segment every Thursday. We'll be doing that going forward. Because look at the way he brought it up now. I would have loved to have the transporter in the house so that we will have the analysis together, one-on-one in the studio. Then people will now call, honorable members will call from home to ask him these questions. He talked about vest every, and the man that is talking, I hope he will be able to call back to finish his thought. It's not every day you're buying this jacket or vest. Oil is not every, some of you don't even service your cars or your keke or your okada until about 3 months. So you're saying it like it is every day you're buying the oil. You're saying it like it's every day you're buying the jacket. Once you buy the jacket once a year, till another year. But you're saying it that it is every day they are collecting money for jacket from you. I know, boys, they pay you pay that one every day. So these are valid points that we should be looking at. One of these days, I'm going to be having a transporter in the house. We'll talk about this because it is very, very important. Moving forward, as I said, Thursdays, People's Assembly is going to be taking a different shape. Whatever we're going to be discussing, we'll bring someone to sit down in the house, to be a guest, to discuss it with us. Then, honorable members from home will now call in to contribute, maybe ask questions, or just make their own contribution. We're going to be going towards that, as we move on in the new quarter. All right? For now, let's have other contributions before we, time is moving away, time is ticking away. Let's see, 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Why is it that every time fuel prices reduce, we don't get to hear or to feel the reduction in cost of transportation? Yet, cost of transportation skyrocketed, went up about 200% or even much more than that due to the increase in price of fuel after subsidy removal. But right now that we are having little by little reduction in fuel price, why are we not having such effect in the cost of transportation? Everybody has been given different perspective. And what is your own view concerning this? We have less than 4-5 minutes to wrap up this conversation this morning. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Let's go to the messages this morning quickly before I take the next call. All right. This one says, I'm Honorable Tolu from Akpata constituency. Say, good topic you're having this morning. God bless you. You say, one thing is, the people who complain about the leadership most times are more wicked than even the leaders themselves. You say, for instance, as you laid it out, just imagine transportation still very high, even when fuel price is going down. Even if it's 50 naira, why can't they be reducing it each time the fuel price goes down? But they keep telling you one thing or the other. You say, I listened to the man who said he is a transporter, and all the analysis he gave, I think they are not realistic, because all these things he mentioned are not everyday things. Okay? Thank you for your message, Honorable Tolu. And this one from, I see your name is Ola, all the way from Iwo Road. Say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. You say, every time you guys bring good topic to talk about. You say, Melody FM is the bomb. Thank you. He said, because how can they be increasing transport now that fuel is going down instead of the reverse? He said, for instance, as you said, he said, Iwo Road to Ojo before now used to be around 300 naira, 400 naira. He said, recently they started carrying 500 naira, and some even carried more. He said, yet fuel price is going down. He said, what is happening? Why? He's asking the question. He said, God help us. We are our own problem. All right. This one from Blessing from Olugueru says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I always like to listen to your topics because they make so much sense. God bless you. Say, Melody FM, God bless you. Thank you. God bless you, Honorable Blessing. He says, see this matter, I will not agree less with those who are saying that the transporters are just greedy. You say Nigerians, the masses are the problem of the masses. And you say the leaders know how wicked the masses can be to themselves. That is why they always manipulate the masses against the masses. God help the masses. Okay. Also, this message also from Mr. Dari. He said, yeah, Mr. Dari is here from Olon Shogo. He said, buy all these things. Say, how many times does he change his oil in a year? How many times does he buy jacket in a year? He said, yes, boys collect money, but how many times do these things happen to now affect these prices that they are talking about? He said they should be reducing it little by little. Let us even know that they are also part of the masses. Say, but in Nigeria, the masses are more wicked than the politicians at the top. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to sort out the messages. Okay. This one says, Honorable Speaker, God bless you. You're doing well. Oh, thank you. Say, God bless Melody FM. You say, I just want to say people are wicked. That's the way you just put it. And that's the last message. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, Honorable Speaker.
Good morning, sir.
This is Honorable Sammy calling back.
Okay, good. Thank you. God bless you. I was praying you call back.
So, I'd like to say something as the masses. So not just about the transport. I think like most of the messages that came in, we can all agree that we are our own problem. Because even in the transport sector that we were talking before, if you go to the park, for example, it's a typical thing that happens in almost every park. In Ibadan, at the park. If you walk up a bit, like say 30 seconds,
away from the park,
you see those guys away from the park. You see the ones that are doing sole.
Sole, yes.
They will carry 200 naira at the same location to the final destination. For example, from LA to Songo, at the park, they carry 300.
Okay.
But you move up few seconds, you see them still loading 200 naira. So it means that if they carry 200 naira, nothing will happen to them. It doesn't affect their business. But yet they still decide to. But if you ask them, they'll tell you, and because of the money they pay at the park. What about those people who are doing solar? Are they not also paying the same money? They're paying the same money too. So I think all of these things boils down to we being our own problem, because we are not ready to take responsibilities for ourselves. We just want to look at every opportunity, use it to cheat ourselves. We don't care. That's just how I see it. We don't care about ourselves. So the government knows that this is a typical Nigerian mentality. So when they want to deal with us, they deal with us in that angle, because they don't leave them. Let's just use them against them. And against them. When they know they come together, they fight each other, hungry will come, they will come back, we'll give them small rice, more 2,000 naira. And before you know, 1 week, 2 weeks, the whole matter is settled and everybody moves on. Typical Nigerian system.
Chai. Wow, thank you so much. I mean, I don't know how we move away from this kind of things. Thank you for the great contribution this morning. I appreciate, man. Everyone in the house is brilliant. Great contribution this morning, and I'm loving it. But time is just ticking away. You know, the way time moves very fast when you're having fun. Okay, but don't worry. The People's Assembly will be back. Balabad will be here tomorrow for another session of the People's Assembly. Thank you so much for all your messages and, of course, your thoughts this morning. Oh, one message just ran through. Let me quickly take it before I wrap up. It says, you're Sandra from Bashormoja. You say everything that we have said, just like the last caller said, we are a problem to ourselves. And that is why politicians use us against ourselves. You say, until the day the masses we begin to love each other, that is the day Nigeria will begin to grow. You say, for instance, when you see people standing that they will not bought vehicles or kada or keke for that exorbitant price, you see some people will just decide and enter quickly, as if they are the ones that are much more in a hurry than others. Whereas you that you're standing there, you just look like moron, like you're wasting your time. You say, but the day masses will come together and agree, you say, for instance, let's say the masses are together at one park, and the transporters say is one amount, and they all agree that no, they will not, but he will change his mind. But you say, but in Nigeria, the masses can never have one voice. And that is why politicians use us against ourselves. See, God help us. What a way to end it this morning. What a great contribution. The People's Assembly this morning. Melody 100.7 FM. This is how we roll every day. We've come to this city to make these things change little by little. As people, as the people, as the masses, we should have a say. And we should be able to have our way as well. Have a say and have our way, because we are the majority. But how can we have our way if we cannot be in unison, if we cannot have unity amongst ourselves. It begins with you if Nigeria will be better. The man in the mirror deserves to change first before he wants any other person to change. I say that all the time. Thank you so much for being in the assembly this morning. It makes a return tomorrow. Let's close the door of the assembly now and let's move on to some other things. Let's have this breather. At the other side, we celebrate those celebrating today as the show begins to hit crescendo. Good morning. My name is Pretty, the Honorable Speaker of this assembly.
Steady juice, baby.
Steadily we dey compose, I will dey buy anything, no be propose. Jaira make you dagger pose, Mama Judy, no go wine. Some me take it personal, spend money make it right back. Next time I no go tire, Oluwa Jack Power. Smiling, I they find my cheese. They must see me now, they laugh. When I'm born, we not go laugh last. Oluwa ti dem me go. Now why they might call me like that?
I be that thing say I go give up. Maybe when they run out of fire. Moja they talk, moja won't liar. I remember they got me liar. I do queen it anymore. People left it to Luasi. See us at the ball, get us at the juice. Me at the fast snooze, look us at the booze. Never give them clues. Never give them clues. Me oh oh, yeah yeah. Colere, me oh oh, colere, me oh no. Colere, me oh oh, yeah yeah yeah. Colere, me oh oh, colere, me oh oh. Never give them clues. Never give them clues.
I love those station. Melody 100.7 FM.
Melody
100.7.
Yeah. Fresh out from NigerianMix.com.
Celebrate life. One more year pandemic. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Yeah. One more year pandemic. Yeah. Go on a vibe. Give thanks for life. Next year we doing it again. Yeah.
Definitely.
Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
Happy birthday.
One more year pandemic.
One more year pandemic.
More life to your count there till the end. Real from me, I no pretend.
Most definitely. That's what we're wishing you this morning.
Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
Definitely.
One more year pandemic.
That's right.
Go on a vibe.
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating today. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. And happy anniversary as well. If it's your anniversary today. You know, March, just like February, having a whole lot of celebrants as well. Let's say belated happy birthday to Baba Obasanjo, 88. Baba is 88. You know, in the month of March is one month that is full of great people. Not because I know because this is my month or not. But if you check all around the world, the people that were born in the month of March, majority of them are great people. Or let me say, majority of people who are great are born in the month of March. Papa Adeboye, yes, Pastor Adeboye, Baba Obasanjo, Martin Luther King, former President of the United States of America, Bill Clinton. Plenty. Even if I go into entertainment world, you see a whole lot of them born today. Happy birthday today if it's your birthday. Happy birthday to the wife of a friend of mine, Emilia Lambo, the friend of my colleague Lambo Datonye Fred. So happy birthday to you, Sister Lee. God bless your new age. Today is the birthday of Ajire Mary. Ajire Mary, today is your birthday as well. Happy birthday to you from all of us at Melody 100.7 FM. Fortune Tom Pepu, yes, one of our own in Port Harcourt, watching live. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday as well. Nwachukwu Elizabeth, today is also her birthday. Happy birthday. Ken Nwadike is your birthday today as well. Happy birthday. Mbe Mary Patrick Chinaza, today is your birthday as well. Happy birthday. Idonge Sid Benjamin, all the way from Akwa Ibom State, today is your birthday as well. Chizo Basame is your birthday as well. Happy birthday to all of you celebrating today. Now, let me say something about this segment of the show. Do you know that you can make use of the segment of this show to reach out to your loved ones? Just tell us. You can come in, you can send a message to us. You want us to surprise somebody. It is called Melody Surprise, the segment. You want us to surprise someone that doesn't, you don't want the person to just to know. Yeah, just come around. Or you call us, tell us you want to wish this person a happy birthday. Help me wish this person a happy birthday or happy anniversary or whatever the person is celebrating. I will definitely do that for you from here. We'll call the person no matter, even if the person is in the mood. We'll initiate the call from here. So happy birthday. Next year we'll do it again for all of you celebrating today, because after today is another year next year. So happy birthday to all of you. God bless your new age. Good morning from Melody FM. Happy birthday.
Give thanks for life. Next year we're doing it again. Yeah. Happy birthday, I'm a friend. One more year on them. More life to your car with the till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend. Big birthday.
All right, let's begin to wrap up the show this morning now. The show is hitting crescendo now. Let me announce that to you. You know, I told you something. The style of Melody FM Ibadan is a different style. Now, what is our style? The style is we don't just bump anything in your face every time. What we do is to release the programs 1, 1, 2 on you, 1, 2, 1, 2, just like a DJ dropping my advice. You know what I mean? There's a show that is making its debut today. So at 4 p.m. today, you'll be on to a brand new show. And the title of the show is Epade Bajumo. Yes. It's going to be a show that brings on Nollywood celebrities. Those who have made it big in Nollywood. We are not talking those coming up. Those who have made it big. So very soon you'll be on to Ibrahim Chata, you'll be on to Odunlade Adekola, and so many others. But this afternoon at 4 p.m., we're bringing on one of my guys in the industry, talking about Damola Olatunji. He's going to be here with Zico Gbefila. He's going to be in the house at 4, bringing on Damola Olatunji. Then at 5 p.m. on Okeleyem Phone, Fijabon will be coming on with one of the greatest legends in the game. I tell you, this one is a big fish as well. So we have 2 big fishes coming on today. I'm talking about Baba Oloye Yemi Elebuibon, Araba Ilu Oshogbo. Yes, the Araba of Oshogbo land is going to be coming on Okeleyem Phone at 5 p.m. Then at 6, I'll be coming on again on the cruise show with my crew. I will dissect so many things again. So don't move a muscle. Tell somebody this is how we rock. On Saturday as well, we're coming with a different entertainment show and differently. A show that reports entertainment in a different style. We're coming on little by little. We are not, Ibadan ain't ready yet. Let me be going this morning. Thank you so much, DJ Fiesta Lee.